Now, forgive me if you know this, but the decision for an 83-year-old lady to go into a care home, the decision is typically made by her children, who are typically in their 50s. And I got to know this couple. They walked in, they checked in, I checked in. We're both there to see the same person. I got into conversation with them, and they're explaining their 83-year-old mother needs to go into a care home. And they're a brother and a sister, they're both married. And I said, what do you think of the care home? Oh, good reputation, this care home, and it's the one for us. She says, my brother here, he drives past pretty much on the way to work every day. I live around the corner, my children can see the grandma. It'd be great, you know. Great, okay. So then Mary, who knows me but not them, comes over. Phil, hi, good to see you. Yeah, good to see you, Mary. Should come for a tour. I said, well, actually, yeah, these people were before me. And see, their place is in front of me. And their body language is saying, oi, because you can do that, can't you? You can actually communicate without speaking. Do you know women have got more facial muscles than men? Fact. Women are better, typically, at spotting when people are having affairs. It's because you're better at proxemics, judging the distance between people. I'm not trying to flatter you ladies, but basically, men have got sight and women have got insight. Would you agree? I mean, we can take the tops off jam-jams. So, I could see him thinking, I said, oh, these people were before me. So Mary said, oh yeah, you want to tour around? And Mary said, so it's about your mother, I believe. Yes, that's right, Mum, I think needs to go to a care home. Great, would you like a tour around? And the guy said, before we'd have the tour around, can I ask you something? Mary said, yes. She said, will Mum be given the run of the place? That's what he said. Will Mum be given the run of the place? Will she be given freedom? And I'm thinking, it's time for the next killer question. If you don't remember anything from this whole session, just remember the number one killer question. Get one of these cards, and I will give you the secrets to happiness and the purpose of life, because I still haven't started yet. If you email me, I'll gladly give you all 50 killer questions. But you probably won't, because you'll get busy, won't you? I worked out why and how people are late for meetings, because they didn't set off early enough. And the reason they didn't set off early enough is that it wasn't important enough to arrive on time. Like I said to the MD of Rosemary Conley, I said, the thing is, as far as losing weight is concerned, I can do the talk in 4 seconds. What's that? I said, well, people say to me, I wish I could lose weight. And I said, well, you need my 4-second talk. You ready? Eat less. Eat better. Exercise more. Take responsibility. He says, my talk is shorter than the title of your conference. He says, can't you pad it out? I said, well, yeah, I can, but there aren't any secrets, are there? So I'm thinking, just ask the killer question and it'll all come right. But she didn't ask the question. Because the way the brain is wired, we think problem solution. And you're typical, you think problem solution. And she said, oh yes, of course, total freedom. Your mother can go as complete, as she pleases. Yes, of course. And the guy said, we thought that might be the case, we'll leave it. And off he went. And Mary looked at me with a look that only women can do, that said, people are funny, aren't they? So I said, I'll just go on. So I followed them into the car park and I said, excuse me, I said, I don't work for the care home, but I'm going to do some work for them. And the conversation suggested to me that this was a done deal. Your mum, you prefer this care home. What's the problem? And he said, I don't like to say. And his sister said, just tell him. Shall I tell him? Well, our mother thinks that she's Elizabeth I. And she goes around wanting to behead people, and she goes around hitting people, and she has bouts where she truly believes she is Elizabeth I. And if she's given the talk to run the place, we'll be on the phone every 5 minutes, come and get your mother. Off they went. So I went back to see Mary, and I said, their mother thinks that she's Elizabeth I. Oh, that's no problem, she said. We've had Henry VIII in here. When I worked in a psychiatric hospital for 12 months, I did 3 months in psychogeriatric. This is people who are old and loopy. And quite a few of the people truly believed there was someone else. But they always thought there was somebody famous. They always thought they were Mussolini or Napoleon or Joan of Arc. Nobody ever said, oh, I'm an unknown 14th century serf, you won't have heard of me. It didn't happen. Because even when you're loopy, you want to be loved, important and part of something. And it all came down to just not asking this question. The question is, why do you ask? So whenever a client says, could you do X, Y, Z? Is it possible for you too? Don't just say yes or no. Say, why do you ask? And then they expand and ask them how important it is. Because we do what is important to us. Because, you know, as far as losing weight is concerned, as far as doing anything is concerned, if it's important, you find a way. And if it's not, you just find an excuse. That's why people are late for things. People are late because it wasn't important enough to be on time. It's not complicated, is it?